Joining us today is the acclaimed actress Lottie Walker, star of the powerful solo show Chopped Liver and Onions, coming to Ludlow Fringe on the 14th of August. And the play tells the story of Sarah Wesker, fearless union leader and activist from East London. And with rave reviews and an Offset nomination, an Offest nomination, this is a must-see. Welcome to the show, Lottie. Just first of all then, what inspired you to play Sarah Wesker?
Well, thanks so much for having me on. I love talking about Sarah. So she was a strike leader in the 1920s, and I found out about her by accident, really. But when I found out that not only was she an East Ender like me, and a trade unionist like my dad, but she'd actually led the singing strikers of 1928. And I thought, you know what, that sounds too good a chance to miss. And on top of all that, she was Sir Arnold Wesker's auntie. So how he came out of, her influence, and started writing plays and everything. It's it was too good an opportunity to let go.
How did you come across her then?
Well, I was singing in my bizarre lifestyle. I was singing at the unveiling of the blue plaque to the Match Girls in the East End, the Match Girls who went on strike in 1888. There's a musical about them and all sorts. Anyway, so there's a blue pack unveiling and Anita Dobson's there and we're all drinking champagne and singing and I'm leading the sing song. And I happened to meet a historian there, Louise Raw, and she'd written the book about the Match Girls. And we were talking about the podcast that I do, which is called Famous People You've Never Heard Of. So, it does what it says on the tin.
I love it.
And a lot of these people are women, funnily enough. And she was saying, I've got hundreds of women we could talk about, I'll come on and whatever. And she said, the one person I want to get out there is Sarah Wesker. And I'm like, who's Sarah Wesker? And she started off with, well, it's Arnold Wesker's auntie. And then she said singing strikers. And I thought, that's it. So that's how I found out about her. And
so she's not that well known then until you'd sort of done this.
No, she's not well known at all. And it makes me quite sad, actually, because a lot of the people that worked with her in the unions, they have got their speeches are written out. There are lots of recordings of their voices and things, and they're mentioned in all the books. And Sarah's kind of not. She's a footnote in lots of books. But apparently, one of the nice things that someone wrote about her in an article was because she was tiny. I think she was, under 5 foot. And the quote goes something like, even though she was this small, when she spoke, it was as though 5 men were speaking.
That's a compliment.
Isn't it? Isn't it? And you think she must have really been something else, rallying those troops. And yet, someone who relied on all of that, and that's how she got her stuff done. And none of those words remain. We don't know what she said. And that makes me quite sad.
But it should make you happy because you are telling the story of her. So people are learning. And how has it been received so far?
It's been received really well, and it's been received really well everywhere. I think everyone can kind of relate to this story because, everyone's got something in their life that they feel is unjust, haven't they? So they're kind of getting behind the cause. And when we started out, our first show was in 2023. And that was when there was a lot of trade union activity, lots of people were going out on strike, and it really did strike a nerve with people. And then the following year, it was the centenary of the first ever Labour government. And this year, everything that's mentioned in the show seems to be happening.
Let's mention the bin men, shall we?
Let's mention the bin men. The bin men are in there.
Actress Lottie Walker, and she's going to be coming to Ludlow Fringe on the 14th of August. We're going to hear more from her just before 1 o'clock on BBC.